So I can't go in here.
I need to get Judge Danforth's permission before I investigate the burglary. I really should call Dad so he can run this by the judge.
No, I need to call
Could
Dad.
jeopardize the whole investigation if I was caught snooping around the courthouse without permission.
I'm such a goodie. Can I call him right now? Carson Drew? I can.
Nance, how's my girl doing?
Hey, Dad. I have a favor I need to ask you.
Of course. Shoot.
I need to investigate inside the Salem courthouse, specifically concerning the burglary in the evidence room. Do you think you could call Judge Danforth on my behalf and get his permission?
Not a problem. You know, this reminds me, next time you see him, you should bring up the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta.
Dad!
Yeah?
Maybe later.
Sure thing. Talk soon.
Damien Faulkner. Who's that? I'll call him.
Hello?
Is this Damien Faulkner?
Yeah? Who is this?
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm a private investigator currently working the Hathorne House case on behalf of Judge Danforth. Do you mind if I take up a minute of your time?
Go ahead.
Just wanted to follow up on some statements.
Statements made by whom?
Tegan Perry,
Yes?
your girlfriend.
Right.
Oh, this
Where
is
were
Damien.
you?
Sorry, but were these statements given to the police?
No. They were given to me, willingly.
Yeah, sorry. I work for Alicia, and I've learned to make sure that when you're being questioned, you always have a lawyer present. I don't want to sound like I'm guilty or complicit, I just know my rights.
Of course.
But you sound trustworthy.
Oh, thanks. How long have you worked for Alicia?
I've interned for her for a while, but she doesn't really pay attention to me.
You seem to know a lot about legal framework.
I listen to her on the phone. A lot. Anyway, I was with Tegan on the night of the fire. That's what you wanted to know, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And what did you guys do?
Watched a movie.
Okay. Which movie?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Tegan picks. You know, they're always some kind of vampire drama, apocalyptic, teenagey, angsty thing. Don't tell her, but I never pay attention. I'm into hard sci-fi.
Oh, good to know.
Anything else, or...?
No. Thanks for talking to me.
Yep, sure. Bye.
So should I ask Alicia about him? Can I call Dr. Elizabeth?
Hi again. It's me, Nancy Drew.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. Time difference. My bad.
No problem. I assume you are calling because you have questions?
Yeah, I do actually, if you don't mind.
Please, go ahead.
What do you know about hauntings, ghosts, and global witch trials?
Ah, well, Mosam Castle is one of the most haunted castles in the world. Unsurprising, considering the amount of war and bloodshed around the castle. Witches, werewolves, ghosts.
Can you tell me more about the ghosts?
Can you tell me more about the ghosts?
The reports are always similar. Sounds of bumps upstairs, footsteps in the hallways, doors opening and closing on their own. Some people feel a cold touch or a person breathing on them when nobody is near. Floating light orbs are also a common phenomenon in ghost sightings.
Do you believe these reports?
When claims remain this steady over the years, it's hard not to believe. But I do understand it is possible to fool your own senses when you expect something to happen.
I do
The
too.
mind is suggestible that way.
Oh, like the way we recognize faces in random shapes and patterns. We look for sense in the incomprehensible.
Perhaps like that. I can't say for sure.
Werewolves too. Wow.
Werewolves too? Wow.
Yes, in the 19th century, deer and cattle were found torn apart in the area around the castle.
But that could have been any wild animal.
Indeed. Imagination runs wild when people are afraid.
I gotta go.
Thank you for your time. I gotta go.
You're welcome, Miss Drew. Let me know what you find out.
I will. Have a nice night.
Sorry for waking you. Who else is in here? No one important. No. Oh, I can call Ned. Are you with another
Ned,
girl?
hey.
You've reached the voicemail inbox
Oh.
of Ned Nickerson.
I apologize that I did not come to the phone in a timely fashion.
Pick up your phone, Ned.
Wait a minute, I thought you were so worried about me. Now you can't even pick up? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute, what did it say? Get permission for further investigation. Yeah, that's what I wanted
I should
to
wait
do.
to hear back.
Yes, Nancy, I know. And it's while I'm here. Oh, what's this? Carson.
You're all set.
Great. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else?
I'm just really proud of you, Nancy.
Aww.
I don't know how often I tell you that. I think it's not nearly enough.
Thanks, Dad. You know I learned it all from you, right?
Oh, now I know that's not true. The judge told me about a certain lock-picking incident.
Oopsie.
You certainly didn't learn that from me.
I may have picked up a few extra skills along the way.
I'd expect nothing less. Love you, kiddo. Go get him.
Well, impeccable timing because I was just outside of his office. Coincidence? I think not.
Judge, everything okay?
What in the Sam heck is a Bitcoin?
A Bitcoin? It's a cryptocurrency.
That
Oh,
doesn't
what?
explain it for him.
It's a decentralized digital currency.
All these new made-up digital things just go too far, if you ask me. Nothing's ever been wrong with good old American Benjamins.
As you know, I want to investigate the crime scene. Could you give me the code for the keypad?
Oh, yes, about that. Well, you see, I had it written on a post-it note, but I seem to have misplaced it. It should be around here somewhere. Feel free to look for it.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. I love a good scavenger hunt.
So I can look around in his mess. Thanks very much. Is it here somewhere?
There's a number written on here.
That's probably it. Can't I take it with me? I have to ask him then, or what? Or can I just enter it? I don't know. Deactive list.
Do you happen to have a list of all the evidence that was stored here? Something before the break-in?
Yes, actually. You should be able to get it from the computer in the evidence room. Feel free to use the printer and take the list with you. I'm going out on a limb for you here. That sort of information isn't usually available to the public.
I understand. I'll keep the list close. Thank you.
Keep calling me public one more time and I'm gonna get angry. So 0815. Zero 815. Here we are. So this is where they got in.
No glass on the floor. So the window was broken from the inside.
Or got out. Interact, hold to look. But there's nothing I can interact with. Is there? Is there something on the floor? There isn't, is there? Oh, there's glass here. City of Salem.
A map of Salem.
So where am I? Don't know. Old Valley, Cemetery Street, Salem Museum. This is the museum, so that the courthouse should be somewhere here. I don't see it though. Is it an old map maybe? I don't recognize a lot. But why do I have a hand?
map?
Oh,
A map of Salem.
should just say this. Alright. Maybe I need it later on. What's this? Evidence list. Checked out by Foster Moore, Alicia Cole, arson testimony. Unknown sample, crime scene images, samples, testimonies. Alright, stained knife. rotate, and then what? That's useful.
Now to figure out which ones were stolen. It's dusty.
It looks very old. Is that all she says? It's dusty.
It's dust.
Alright. Tapes aren't important then. Use the evidence to check if anything is missing.
No.
Item number 10. How do I do this? Wait. Number 10. So number 10 is there. So then do I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 10 to 20? I don't know. Wait, don't go here.
No. No.
What do you mean no? So one is crime scene images. Looks like they're still here. Number 6 is empty. It's a heritage chart given by Tegan. Testimony from Tegan. This is important.
Interesting.
Now she says interesting. Six.
Interesting.
What's that? Pictures from Tegan. So everything from Tegan is gone. Oh my god.
Interesting. All of the stolen evidence was linked to the accused witch's claim to Hathorn House.
Well, thank you for summarizing. So these are there then? Just checking everything. I want to speak with Alicia.
Whoa, what? We don't knock anymore?
You left your door open.
Actually, that was Damien Faulkner. He's my intern.
You have an intern. I haven't seen him.
He's around. Someone has to make the coffee here. I'm swamped most days, and I could barely trust Judge Danforth with a flashlight.
Oh, I mean, he's not that inept.
You're right. That was mean. Anyway, what can I help you with?
Nothing, guess.
See you later.
I wanted to ask about the intern, but probably not that big of a deal. How do I leave this place? Come on. So am I done with the alibis yet? Who is left? I'm not. Get alibis. But who's left then? Investigate break-in is also not done. The evidence list. It's old Tegan Perry, so why don't I go ask her about that? So whose alibi do I still need to collect then? Why don't I have a suspect list? Normally in other games you have a list of suspects. Maybe the son of the judge? But where do I find him? Tegan.
Nancy, hey. How's the investigation going?
Deirdre only mentioned it in passing, but you and Olivia don't know what this is.
Deirdre only mentioned it in passing, but you and Olivia used to be friends?
We were, and I guess it doesn't hurt to mention that Lauren was a part of our little group as well. But that was years ago.
So you don't get along now?
Things changed.
Did something happen?
I don't see why this is relevant. Aren't you supposed to be clearing my sister's name? She doesn't need more blame for things she didn't do.
What did she get the blame for before?
This town wants someone to blame for everything. She's different and gets singled out.
I want to know more about anyone who might have a motive for the fire. Maybe you can help if you know them, even as old friends.
I guess. Go on.
She is very good at not answering questions.
What can you tell me about Olivia?
What can I tell you about Olivia?
Told ya.
I can tell you that I think her shtick is ridiculous. And that she's doing this town a disservice by selling this silly idea of broomsticks in this double toil and trouble version of witches. This is a place of real history, and she wants it to be a theme park.
Do you think she would have burned down the Hathorn house?
I suppose it would be good for business. People love a ruin.
Especially a haunted ruin.
She is pretty happy lighting fires. But I don't know. I only want my sister cleared.
I know. We're getting there. I can't help but think about the rumor Olivia talks about. The coven.
You shouldn't pay any attention to her stories. She just says whatever she thinks the crowd wants. Real history isn't interesting to Olivia.
So you never heard this rumor elsewhere?
I didn't say that. There are no witches in Salem. Just showy frauds and stupid kids doing stupid things. Don't trouble yourself with ancient history and rumors. There's a real kid in trouble who needs your help.
No need to be aggressive.
What can you tell me about Lauren?
Lauren is a piece of work. Olivia may pretend to be a witch, but Lauren thinks she's a witch, you know?
Yeah, I got that.
They are as bad as each other. The real legacy and history of Salem is what's important, not over-the-top stories and hokey potions and lotions.
So you don't go to her shop?
I've never been in, but I've had the tea. My advice? Stay away from the Senna Leaf. Can ruin your whole day.
Do you think she would burn down Hathorn House?
I don't know. Maybe. If she thought it would help her stay on the grounds. She certainly doesn't want anyone else having it, even if there are historical and legal reasons. But like I said, I don't really know her that well anymore.
She's bad-mouthing both.
Talk to you later.
She probably wants them to look guilty so her sister goes free. That's the motive, I think. So, I don't really know what to do at this point. Investigate break-in a courthouse. Don't know what I can do at the moment, maybe. Because it was from the outside, can I go around? So I'm gonna go to the courthouse and see if I can find a way around it somehow. I don't know if I can, but I want to check it just in case. Don't want to miss anything. Why does it take this long to walk out of a building? I can't do anything with his car. He's in the wrong spot. That's rude. We can't park there. Who's this?
I knew you couldn't resist.
Yes,
Okay,
you are
touch
correct,
him.
Jason. I could not.
I'm open tomorrow night. Or tonight. Or right now. Lady's choice.
How about 3 nights ago?
Wait, we already went on a date?
No.
Definitely not.
Oh,
Cool, I can ask him. Where were you on the night that house was
Where were you on the night Hathorn House was burned?
oh, right. I was,
Do you remember?
yeah, it's coming to me. Primal Cuts.
I'm sorry.
It's a steakhouse. I was there with my dad. Great steak, very expensive. He'll tell you. So, if we haven't been on a date yet, does that mean we're going to go on one in the future?
Nope.
No, thank you.
Another question.
I have another question for you.
Yes, it's true. I'm single.
That was not it.
I actually wanted to know what you were doing 3 days ago.
Are you sure that's what you want to know?
Yep.
Yes,
I was actually digging out a stump in Alicia Cole's backyard.
you. Digging out a stump.
What?
She told me that.
Yeah. Not my favorite pastime, but I can't really say no to the money. I mean, it gives a good tan. Ladies can't say no to a hot bod.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You don't believe me? Oh, maybe you should ride with me to the beach. I can show you.
No thanks.
No thanks.
No.
That's what I said.
Thank you.
See you later.
See you later.
I'll ask your daddy if you're telling the truth. Why do I keep seeing this door? That's so annoying. Oh, Daddy-o. Oh, I can't ask him.
Who has access to the evidence room?
Oh, well, that would be me and Alicia. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks. I'll come back later.
Why can't I ask him about the alibi of his son? Alright then. Because my phone still says I have to investigate the break-in. Maybe I missed something in that room. So I'm gonna check it out again. Just to be sure. What did I miss? Maybe security?
A CCTV camera. There might be footage from the day of the break-in. Should ask the judge about this.
Ah, the judge.
Break-in was staged. The thief must have come in through the door.
Alrighty, that's what I thought. So the judge. I'm back again.
I went through the missing evidence and was able to get a list of everything that's missing. Judge? Judge?
I'm afraid I haven't been completely honest with you, Nancy.
Uh-oh.
I know.
What? You
I
know?
Let's just say I can tell when someone is trying to hide something from me.
The reason Carson sent you to Mosem Castle was because I already knew what was stolen from the courthouse. Tegan Perry had assembled a packet of documents outlining her accused witch's claims on the Hathorne house. They were compelling, and I believe she had a real claim. But now, they're missing.
No documents, no claim.
Yes. Oh, what a mess.
Oh, can ask a lot without any evidence. Details. Where were you? CCTV. Let's ask about the footage.
Do you have CCTV footage from the break-in?
Yes, we do. Huh. I had completely forgotten about those.
Oh boy.
Do you mind if I take a look at the footage?
Of course, of course. It will take about a day to get the right footage. Come back tomorrow and it will be here waiting for you.
How can you forget looking at the footage when you've had a break-in? Isn't that the first thing you do? Check out the footage? So, either he's not telling the truth, or he's just a little goofy. I don't know how to say it. Any details? Let's ask this one.
Without any evidence or will, what's the legal status of the house?
Well, that is a somewhat complicated question.
Why?
With so many moving parts and interested parties with crossover jurisdictions,
You're the one who decides who gets the house.
how did you know?
I can tell you're not happy about being the center of such a large decision.
Well, it's muddy, legally, and complicated for other reasons.
Yep.
Because it's not just who lives there. It's tied up in the town's history.
Yes, not to be taken lightly.
So he decides who gets the house. How does that help me?
Do you remember any details about the AW evidence?
I don't remember much, unfortunately. Oh, there was this key with its blade shape to spell AW. Very unique. Not sure what it was connected to.
Like this one?
Yes, that's it. Where did you find this?
Mosam Castle. I say both crimes are connected. The theft of the Book of Apologies and the theft of evidence from the courthouse.
Someone is going to great lengths to prevent the AW organization from having a claim on the Hathorn estate.
Any educated guess who that might be?
Practically everybody in this town. Everyone has an interest. Some want it to be a museum, others a carnival attraction, and I'm sure Lauren Holt just wants to live there.
I'll have to dig deeper.
Well, you'll need to do it quickly. I unfortunately must file the papers in 2 days. Otherwise, I lose control of the property and it falls into the hands of the state. And I doubt they give a fig about anyone's opinions from this town.
I love a good ticking clock. As long as it's not a time bomb.
I don't love a clock. Why do I have to do it in 2 days? Can't you just ask for more time? Where were you?
Where were you when this evidence was stolen?
If you can believe it, I was here, working. I have no reason to steal the evidence, trust me. It's giving me more headaches than I care to admit.
I was wondering if you were here, how can they break in so easily, but... Alright.
Do you mind me asking what you were doing 3 days ago?
That would be the day you visited Mosam Castle. Are you asking for an alibi, Miss Drew?
I'm just trying to confirm what everyone was doing the day that the Book of Apologies was stolen.
I know it was stolen, but you know I'm the one that called your dad to have you go look for it to begin with.
Right, but other people might say they were with you.
I was at Salem District Court all day, so unless you're interviewing the fine folks who stole eggs from a plover's nest at Winter Island Beach, or triple parked outside the Wax Museum during the middle of the Harvest Festival, I highly doubt my schedule will have crossover with any of the alibis you're following up on.
No need to get angry. Your son said he was having dinner with you. Or was that the night of the fire? No, the night of the fire he was digging out a tree stump.
One quick question for you, Judge. Do you remember where you were on the night the Hathorn house was burned?
Of course. I was having dinner with my son.
I was wrong.
It was a very expensive dinner because Jason got the 64-ounce tomahawk chop. And I paid for it like I always do. Ha! You actually suspect me of committing this crime?
No, but your son
No.
maybe.
I just like to get the full picture of who was where, when.
Oh, good.
Right. Thank you, Judge. Also, I thought you should know there's a car parked outside in the handicapped spot.
Yep,
Huh,
saw
you
that.
don't say. I'll have it taken care of. Goodbye now.
Yes, your son is not supposed to do that. Alright, I checked it off, so I just had to click on the cameras apparently. So tomorrow I will get the CCTV footage. I don't know how long a day will last in this game. But what I think is that I have to complete some of these other tasks before the day will end, and I will go to bed maybe, and then I can look at the footage.